Hey you guys, I am back with another Sense of Days Gone By. All the stuff that I've been melting through this past week. I think this is number 5. I can't remember. But when I upload it, I'm going to have to make sure I get that right. So anyways, one of the things I was wondering about how to do is like, how do I talk about what I've melted when, it's stuff that's like this kind of stuff. Like bigger volumes. Because in order for me to get an empty, for like this thing, it's going to take me months and months, right? Unless I just melt straight through it, like, an entire week. So I saw a couple other people's videos, and they would kind of, just kind of show stuff like this and talk about the stuff they did melt. So I think I'm going to do that for a while. And, as I get more into wax, like once you reach that point that you just start consistently getting empties, even from loaves, because you've had them for, a while, then I could probably go back to just doing empties. But for the time being, so I have more to talk about, I'm going to talk about all this kind of stuff. So I will start with the empties. So this first one here is Merlia the Mermaid, and I got this in D-Stash from Vintage Chic 1927. I don't know what the scent description is, but it's a really nice pink sugar scent. It's a really nice pink sugar scent, and I think that there may be some kind of like sweet, like sugar cookie or some kind of bakery scent in here as well. But that was really good. I threw 3 cubes into my warmer at a time, either a 24 or 20 watt hot plate. Threw really well. And was really delicious. I melted that in the bedroom. See, the next one is also something I got from Candles from the Keeping Room, but I got this as well in the D-Stash. This is Cranberry Zucchini. I know the thing's all folded up there. And this was really delicious. Oh my goodness, just a nice cranberry scent and a nice zucchini scent. I love this one. So what I did was, this was kind of a big bag. I think I had maybe 2 times I melted this on its own, and then a couple of times I ended up throwing it in with other Candle from the Keeping Room zucchini scents, like a harvest zucchini. So I did like 1 harvest zucchini and 1 square of this and kind of messed around with it. But that's really good. I think that's not something I would want to reorder until maybe next fall. But you guys, that one was really good and it threw really well. This next one is a company I have not talked about yet, Old England Candle Company. They sell, they're stationed out of Georgia, well, based out of Georgia, and they sell on eBay. And I ran across here when I first started getting into wax. Now, I've melted a couple things from Old England Candle Company. I will say in general, the throw has been like medium to high. So I haven't had anything yet that's completely knocked my socks off. But the tarts themselves are really cute. And this was actually just a sample that I got in there. And this was in, caramel apple pie is what it says on here. I didn't get a whole lot particularly out of this one in the samples. I would say that this one had probably just like a medium throw. It really wasn't super strong, and I would say that it smelled okay. It wasn't knock my socks off great. It wasn't bad. It was kind of like, you walk by and you smell it. You're like, okay, that's, caramel apple, that's nice, but nothing to really write home about. And I do know that when this, I always let my wax harden and remove it, and this one had like oil coming out the top. Because I know, so there must have been a lot of oil in there, but it just for some reason wasn't throwing super well. So I do want to melt through more of my Old England Candle Company ones to see how they do, and that one was just one sample. I melted through from the Spotted Hog Candle Company. I had a pig chunk tart in Piggy Palooza, and I don't have a scent description because they closed their website down for the holidays. But this is just like a bakery, just a nice, hearthy, homey bakery. Oh, just wonderful. Maybe a little bit of like waffle cone in there. I don't know what is in here, but it's magic. It is magic and it is delicious. So, and this one threw really well. I really love this one, and I will repurchase this one from the Spotted Hog Candle Company. I want to place another order with them next year and restock up on some of the scents that I really liked. From L3 Waxy Wonders, this was a chunk in Strawberry Bread Blueberry Muffin, and I got 2 melts out of it that I've kind of melted over the past couple weeks. When I smell it, I can smell really more blueberry and like a sweet scent. I almost cannot pick up any strawberry at all in this. I can't pick it up in here on cold, and I couldn't really pick it up when it was warming. I've melted other L3s before, and they threw really well. This one didn't throw as well as the other ones. I would say it had like a medium, like maybe a medium throw, something like that. But just I really couldn't smell strawberry in there, which is okay. Because I'm more of a blueberry person anyway, so I kind of like how it smelled without the strawberry. But if you were a strawberry person, I just couldn't quite pick it up. So, could just be me. Could just be me, you guys. I'm not really sure. But yeah, but it was still nice. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase that one again, but I still did enjoy it. This one here in Starlit Candles, this is Mermaid's Melody. This is the one that's kind of like, looks like a, it's like the sea, and you know, it's a nice and turquoise, and I think it's got like a pearl there on the bottom. This was just really gorgeous. I remember this just being a really gorgeous spa scent. It threw really well, filled up my bedroom, made me nice and relaxed. And smelling it, it's just gorgeous. So I don't know what's in there, if it's like sandalwood, but it's all those typical fragrance oils that make you think of a beach and relaxing and all that kind of stuff. So I melt 3 cubes at a time upstairs, and that one did really well. I will definitely repurchase that one. Okay, now the rest of this stuff is stuff that's not finished, but it's just stuff that I have melted this week. So you can see here, I took a rather large chunk out of this loaf. I like having a lot of wax in my wax pool, so I tend to throw in like at least 1.5 ounces of wax when I melt stuff, if not 2 sometimes. So this one is a scoopable loaf, or I think it's actually called a cuttable loaf, from Front Porch in Black Raspberry Mountain Dew Pop. Holy moly, this one was a hit. I loved it. My husband loved it. It smelled fabulous. It threw perfectly in our kitchen. Actually, so segue again on something else. So when I come home from work, I tend to like, you know, turn on the warmers. So I will melt something for maybe like around a 6 to 7 hour point, right? And then turn it off for the night. So normally when I go the next day, you know, I will just toss it out and start fresh instead of trying to squeeze like another couple hours out of what's in there, you know, because I'm like, okay, well, yes, 6, 7 hours. So that's why you guys almost never hear me talking about how long something throws, because I normally don't give it a chance to go past the 8 hour point very often. This one I kept on, I think, for 2 days straight. So it was probably going for 11, 12 hours, and it threw well the entire time, and it was breaking my heart to even toss this out at the 3-day point. But this was so darn good. I was about to curse there. So darn good. It is a perfect scent. I can't believe I haven't run across that one before, but I really, really love that one. Going with that one, I melted one tart of this. This is Front Porch. I had to rebag it because the bag I got busted, in a blueberry Fruity Loop. So I melted one of these in my entryway the same day I was melting this. So I had this going in the kitchen, this in the entryway. This one was to die for as well. I got 2 days worth of throw, and a great throw out of one of these Front Porch blueberry Fruity Loops tarts, melts, grubbies. Oh, just perfect, like blueberry and Fruity Loops, you guys. I cannot say enough good stuff about this one. I am ecstatic that I got it in a 12 pack of grubbies, because that one, those two from Front Porch were like winners for sure. This next one here I've melted before, and I actually have it remelting right now another time. This is a loaf I got in Starlit Candles and Fruit Loops and 7-Up Pound Cake. It was a gorgeous loaf, probably one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen. I love the scent combination of Fruit Loops and 7-Up Pound Cake. Fruit Loops is probably my all-time favorite fragrance oil, so you mix that with something, I'm gonna like it. And it's just, it was a beautiful fragrance. It was just cheery and great. It threw well. I mean, I loved it. So yep, it is delicious. And this is the second time I'm melting it right now. So I definitely love this one from Starlit Candles. I've had really good luck with her products, and that particular combination is really good. This one I got from Mariposa Candle Company, Grapefruit and Mangosteen. This was probably one of the favorites I got out of the haul that I did. And oh my goodness, you guys, this is really good. So this is soy wax. I will say that it's a little bit more crumbly. I'm not very, a lot of the stuff I have is para soy blend. So I'm not sure, like, if this is just with soy. It doesn't bother me. It's going to melt, right? So I don't really care at all. I threw 3 cubes into my 18-watt warmer this morning in the entryway, and it threw well. It wasn't like an in-your-face, like gonna knock your socks off throw, but it was a good throw. Good throw. And what I've noticed about the entryway that I've also said before, the scents tend to go up a lot more than they go out. So when I'm kind of standing upstairs, I can smell it like better from upstairs than I can actually smell it if I'm standing like 10 feet away from it downstairs, which is kind of weird. But I've noticed that happens a lot with my entryway, that the fragrances love to go up, you know, and fill up my upstairs area. So that's what this one did. So a good throw. This is a really nice tropical fruity scent. It's to die for. So I really love this one. I'll probably melt through the next 3 cubes here within the next couple weeks, but I would repurchase that fragrance. That one's really good. From Rainbow Melts here, I melted 1 chunk in Fluffy Peppermint Snow just this morning, and on cold, when I smelled it, I could smell more peppermint, and then I can pick up something that I'm not used to, which must be the snow fragrance oil. But when I melted it, actually, I got like a candy scent, like a really strong, stout candy scent coming out of it as well, even more than the peppermint. So it kind of surprised me because I couldn't pick it up on cold, but I got it a lot on hot. So I'm not as huge a fan of like the candy scent. So when it started melting, I started smelling it. I was like, okay, like I don't think I like it hot, warm as much as I like it cold. But my husband, he was not a big fan, so I actually let it go for maybe like 4 hours, and then I shut it off because he kept saying that it was like a little bit too stout for him. But I know on cold, I just pick up a lot more peppermint stuff and more snow stuff. I will definitely still melt this. I may have to melt it maybe like upstairs where my husband doesn't go that much because he didn't seem to be such a big fan of it warm, but I still like it. I don't know where the candy scent is coming from that I'm picking up when it's warm, you know, but anyways, you know, it's still good, and it threw really well, and you know, they're beautiful chunks and everything like that. But that's probably not one that I would repurchase next year, just because, you know, I'm not as much of a fan of it as it is when it is warm, but I will still melt through what I have for sure. And it's still a quality chunk. I mean, it's still a good product. You know, I kind of been getting this more, but like fragrance preferences are always just very personal, right? Because I will talk about, like, I like this fragrance, I don't like this fragrance, but for the most part, it's just, you know, your own personal preference or for a fragrance or anything like that. So this one here is Candles from the Keeping Room Christmas Wish, and I melted through one of these this week. One of them I melted through like a month ago, and it was a hit both times. I don't know what's in here, but it is piney, peppermint, effervescent, just goodness. And Candles from the Keeping Room always throws really well. This one filled up my whole bedroom and out the front, you know, out the bedroom door and everything, so it threw really well. Would definitely repurchase that. I would melt that throughout the year actually, because it's kind of really nice. This next one here is from Nana's Tarts, Gain Island Fresh is what this is. Now these are really cute animal shapes, which unfortunately you can't see because of the tissue paper. So there's like turtles and frogs and alligators in there. So I melted one of the alligators. He was kind of like a big hunk. This is the first time I've ever melted anything laundry scented. And I melted it in the kitchen today. After the Rainbow Melts Peppermint Snow, I threw this on because we're cleaning a lot today because my parents are coming into town tomorrow. And I said, well, you know, let's put on a laundry scent, you know, because of the cleaning. So it melted beautifully. It threw like a champ. You could smell it everywhere. But my husband was like, he's like, I don't like that. He's like, he just doesn't like the laundry scents. And for me, I'm always better off if I'm, you know, melting something bakery or something like that in the kitchen. That's kind of what I kind of like having downstairs. So this is actually one that my husband got for me as a gift. So I will probably not ever repurchase a laundry scent from any vendor, just because it's not something I think that really appeals to me, you know, over bakery scents or floral scents are the things that I like to melt. This last one here that I melted through is I put 3 cubes upstairs, and it's actually still going, of Scensei and Angel Gardenia. This is a perfect floral scent. Probably my favorite floral scent that I have ever found. I mean, like I said, I don't really remember what a gardenia smells like, but this just smells awesome, and it smells like a flower, like not synthetic, like the actual, like a flower, what I would think it smells like. So I threw 3 cubes in my Glade warmer, my Glade 20-watt warmer upstairs, and it's still going. Now, I know that the owner of Scensei, she says that hers are supposed to last longer, you know, than other tarts and everything like that. So I am going to let this one go for as long as it goes. And I will probably melt through the next 3, you know, sometime in the next couple weeks, so I can let you guys know, like, how it did and how long it lasted. But it's up there, and it has a good throw. I can smell it pretty much everywhere in my bedroom. It's fabulous. And, you know, when I repurchase from Scensei, because I'm going to have to repurchase a lot of these because I really like this Angel Gardenia. So anyways, you guys, that's it. My sense of days gone by, number 5, I think, of what this is. And I will probably, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to melt with my family in town because my mom is not a big fragrance person. So I may not really be able to melt at all over the next couple weeks. So I'll kind of see. But if not, I'm going to start remelting in January, and I'll start putting up more videos again then. So I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. It is Friday today. Christmas is next week, so I know everyone's got to be getting really excited. You know, everyone's in that holiday spirit. So happy holidays, you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.